Hey guys, it's Coop. And before I start, I just want to apologize because there might be some background noise as it is currently raining very hard outside, and I apologize again for that. So anyways, I'm bringing you a new series for the channel called Battle of the Setups. How it works is people will eventually send in their setups to me and I rate them out of 50. There will be 3 setups per video, but since I can't get that many people to send in setups yet because the channel's pretty small, I will be taking them from Google Images. So there are 5 categories worth 10 points each. Those categories are cleanliness, cable management, quality, overall appeal, and personality. Hopefully that makes some sense, and if not, watch and you'll figure it out soon enough. So starting off with setup 1. This is a very simple, clean Apple setup. So there is a large Apple monitor which is being powered by a MacBook on a nice stand to make for some more room. His or her peripherals are the Apple keyboard and trackpad. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the trackpad as I prefer a physical mouse, but it definitely works for this setup. He also has some pens, a notebook, a phone, and a little wooden box on his desk. Behind that is a stand for a MacBook so it can rest when it's closed. So for cleanliness, he gets a 9. Everything looks very clean, but those papers on the billboard are kind of bugging me since they do look overwhelming. Cable management gets a 7 because it's overall pretty good, but they're definitely there to be seen. The quality of his products are great, and he definitely puts some money into the setup, so for that he gets a 9. Overall appeal is an 8 because at first it looks super appealing, but the more I look at it, the more imperfect things I find. For instance, those cables and the papers. Lastly is personality, and to be honest, I don't see any, which is fine because this is probably mostly a workspace, but it still could have been added, so for personality, him or her gets a 5. So the setup gets 35 out of 50 for a very neat and simple setup. Well done. Our next setup is a single monitor, PC-driven clean setup. His desk looks very familiar. Oh wait, it's mine, but in white. Anyways, he's using a Samsung TV for his monitor, which is driven by a large PC under the desk. His gaming keyboard and Logitech Performance MX wireless mouse make for some sweet peripherals. The mouse is on top of a SteelSeries pad as well. Okay, so he gets a 10 for cleanliness, and I don't even need to explain why. Cable management is also a 10. Like seriously, I don't even see more than 3 cables. That is amazing. Quality is a 7 because he definitely has some nice stuff on there, but I just can't imagine using a TV as my monitor. Overall appeal gets an 8 because of the lack of color. Wait, hold everything. Is that what I think it is? Yep, never mind. He now gets a 9 because there is an LED light strip remote on top of the PC, so there is actually color. Like the last setup, personality lost him some points because I just don't see any, so for that he gets a 5. When it's all said and done, this is a great setup and scored a solid 40 out of 50. Good job. The last of the 3 is iPineo Tech, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name, but he has a super sweet setup. I found this on Google, but also check out his awesome YouTube channel. So I don't see any PC because it's cleanly hidden somewhere in the desk. And speaking of the desk, it's actually 2 drawers with a table on top, but looks very nice. So on the desk he has 2 large monitors in a super sweet monitor stand/case, whatever you want to call it. There's a disk drive and USB ports under the Apple display. You can see 2 speakers on top, but there's also a subwoofer under the desk. Peripherals include the Logitech keyboard and trackpad. Once again, I'm not a huge fan of trackpads, but it definitely earned him some points in the cleanliness category. There's also a little USB station hiding off to the left, which is a smart idea since the PC is nowhere to be found. He also has a headphone/mic port thing on the desk and an iPhone pretty close to that. He also has a fake iPhone and an LED light strip remote to the right. On top of the monitor stand there's a blue snowball mic, a DualShock 4, an alarm clock, and 2 pairs of Sony headphones with the same stand. He is starting off strong with 10 for cleanliness. I'm just so impressed how he managed to fit all of that tech into a space so cleanly. Cable management gets a 9 because it's great in the picture, but I'm sure in real life there are many cables coming out from those USB hubs. Quality is a 10 because this guy has quite the collection of great tech. The overall appeal of this setup scores him a 9, because the more and more I look at this, I wish it was mine. But not a 10 because those two different types of monitors, for whatever reasons, really bugging me. Personality once again gets a 5 because there's no obvious thing that suggests this person's personality. So iPiano Tech, I guess, came out with an amazing score of 44, and that'll be very hard to beat. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please tell me if you're a fan of this series or not. So bye guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.